Devaney called and asked if I would lead a trip with people from our congregation. I jumped at the chance to do that because I'd been there 2 other times. And the first 2 times were extremely different from each other. By the second time, you're starting to form relationships while you're there. And I just wanted to see those people again and start where we left off.
My parents asked me, do you want to go to Africa with Dad? So I said, yeah. And I thought about it for a while, and then I decided to go.
I just knew it was something that I felt led to do. So it was like, it's a no-brainer. This is kind of where I'm supposed to be going, so I'm going to go do that.
Yeah, I think the one thing that exceeded my expectations were the relationships that I would form there. I did not expect to be greeted with hugs. All of the facilities and the people were impressive. Their standard is to do everything excellently. They take pride in doing excellent work.
How they're so welcoming and they're always happy with what they have.
The Ugandans that I met and interacted with were very warm and friendly. They're very relational. They love to visit. The other thing is the patients that we saw in the eye clinics were very appreciative of the eye care and the glasses that we were able to give to them. And so just the smiles that we saw showed that they really appreciated our time and care.
We went to a village where we met a lovely lady named Sissy, and she told us how she had been HIV positive for 23 years, and she has taken it up on herself, a calling from God, to educate her community. But more than anything, she wants to break the stigma that HIV positive people have. And Pastor Allen explained to us that her community could reject her, and she even actually, by speaking out, that she could be killed. For someone to be that courageous. And the only thing that is faith. And I found mine lacking and came back knowing that I needed to hunger for God and trust God more and obey his callings.
It certainly challenged me, seeing how reliant they were on faith. And we were in this rural church, this very small church, and they were taking up an offering, and there was an elderly gentleman there. Couldn't have had very much, and he made his way up to the offering. He threw some money in there, and I mean, it had to be a significant sacrifice for him. And coming home, oftentimes, like if find ourselves struggling financially, we might not put anything in the offering plate that week. So to just see that reliance on faith, I don't think that's something that you see every day.
Depending on God is something that is a necessity versus a choice.
I would say if you have the opportunity to go. I think it is a way to experience a new culture, different from your own. I think it also shows how God is working in another country, and yet it shows that God is a worldwide God.
Go on at least one trip, because God does so many things when you take a step of faith and step outside your comfort zone. Sometimes you've got to take that step, and then he'll meet you there. And he'll do awesome things.
Using the machete. Just going to the schools and playing with all the kids. And just having a fun time with everyone. And riding the boda, that was fun.
I was glad to get to share the experience with my daughter. Just in terms of the trip, just the generosity and the welcoming of the people, and just how genuine they were. I think it was just it was something very unique that you don't always see.
Dependency on God piece, and just the need for community. That Uganda does that really well, and how AsOne has really used that to strengthen the community.